Hey guys, if you don't know me, my name is Shan and welcome to my channel. If you do know, welcome back to my channel. This is a story time about how I got pregnant by my side dude. It's not your usual story. And it's a very true story. I am 35 weeks right now. Today makes it 35 weeks actually. It is a girl and her name is Lauren. Overall, let's get into this story. Okay. I was dating a guy for 3 years, but I broke up with him in May of 2015. We were going through issues, had been going through something for about a year. We had been breaking up off and on. Everybody, you get tired of that. You finally have a breaking point. Well, in July, I took the initiative to Zoom 3 hours and 30 minutes away from my hometown. The best thing ever. I started a new job, made new friends. Well, one of these new friends invited me to help her move out of her current living situation to a new situation. And I say a situation because that's what it is. But in the process of helping her move, I was introduced to a guy we work with, which I was kind of crushing on, I can't lie. Didn't really know much about him. Hadn't really took the initiative to say, hey, I'm such and such. Well, there I did take the initiative to say all of that, and he asked me to kind of like take him somewhere, basically to just get away from everybody else. So I did. From that point on, we started kicking it and whatnot, you know, just kicking the shit. Anywho, about 3 or 4 weeks down the road from kicking it, I finally gave him my phone number. And yes, I'm weird like that. I finally gave him my phone number and we exchanged the numbers. Well, that led to more kicking it on a deeper level, like a Netflix chill kind of kick it, which I should have stayed far away from. Now, this is probably like August, like after my birthday. We hadn't really been anything major at this point, but after we exchanged numbers, we did become something major. We went into seeing each other a lot more, and that November I found out I was pregnant. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's go back. Let's rewind because I left some things out. So, okay, in between the time before I found out I was pregnant and when we started seeing each other heavily without a relationship, I found out this guy was living with a woman. Yeah. He had multiple kids. Yeah. He had another girl that worked with me. Yeah. So, he was a triple threat. Somebody I needed to get rid of as soon as I could, but I didn't. Now, let's fast forward back to November. Okay, November 5th. I want to say it was either Thursday or Friday. I can't remember for sure. I go and see the doctor because I had been having a little issues here and there, and I was kind of iffy about what was going on. Now, I know my body well enough to know that it wasn't normal. So I took my little butt to the doctor, and when she comes back in the room, she tells me, she said, when was your last period? And I was like, October, whatever. And she was like, well, you are 5 weeks and 1 day. It got really quiet in the room because me personally, I wasn't ready to hear that because I had my goal of not getting pregnant until I was stable. And at that time, I was not stable. I was so not stable, so far from it. Well, I hit him up and I told him the situation. And he goes, I figured you were. What? Huh? So, I stay on the phone for a little bit longer. Then I finally go to his job and, he comes outside and I talk to him. And I'm like literally sitting in my car crying and everything because I'm distraught. I'm like, I'm pregnant with my first child by somebody that I'm not in a relationship with. I'm not married. I'm not any of these things that was on my checklist anyways. Well, he comforts me and consoles me and tells me it's going to be all right, which it end up did it ended up being okay, but it was okay on my terms. I did end up coming back home, which he's mad about still at this moment. He feels like I'm taking his child away from him, which no, not ever, not ever. I would never do such a thing, I promise. I don't have any intentions of keeping her away from him. It was just I couldn't work at the time because I was so sick and I had bills to pay. So once my lease was up, I hauled my butt back home. Once everything gets back in order, I will go back. But like I said, it was a rough time for me. Overall, I wanted to bring you guys that story. It is... let me change that. It was a lot funnier thinking about it than it really is. So if you have a side dude or a side chick, be careful. Be careful. Now, like, I'm not saying he's a bad father because he's cool. But like I said, be careful. Well, I'm out, y'all.